did the U.S. economy avoid falling into a recession?
You know, it's not as black and white as it very,
Just
very
looking at the
infrequent.
numbers, how many times did the economy fail to fall into a recession after doing that? Out of 12 times.
I think the number is 0.
I think
Hey, Jerome. It only took 2 tries to get the answer out. Wow, the volume is just so McFucky. You know, and I'm sorry about that, but some web players have really shitty audio. But I gotta remember to stay below 30 if I'm gonna be using my soundboard. I just blew your eardrums out. I'm sorry, but no. They know what they're doing. They know what they're fucking doing. Come on.
number is 0. That's exactly.
That's exactly right. TikTok, you're fucked. I'm on TikTok, by the way. I reactivated my TikTok account in an effort to stream to it. But I need 1,000 followers to stream on TikTok. So I got to just make some funny content and then flip the script on them and start doing politics. But I do have a TikTok account. TikTok. I realized that I actually did a bunch of like when I had my hockey mask on. I did a promo video on TikTok with my hockey mask. I totally forgot. Yeah, okay. Moving on. These fascists are great. I mean, it's balls to the wall fascism, mask off. No pun intended. It's complete mask off fascism. Look how this exchange went down between Teamsters president Sean O'Brien and Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, funky ass name, Mark Wayne Mullen in the Senate this morning. Apparently this guy's like a used car salesman or some bullshit. Mark Wayne Mullen. Bro, kill me. I mean, kill me, bro. What the fuck is going on, man? The country's we're gonna slip into tyranny and start World War III because Mark Wayne? Because Mark Wayne? Come on, bro. Surely we can put up a fight to this. Surely we can. You see what I'm talking about?
What do you bring for that salary?
What do I bring?
Yeah. What job have you committed, or have you started? What job have you created? One job, other than sucking the paycheck out of somebody else that you want to say that you're trying to provide because you're forcing them to pay dues?
No, we don't force anybody.
Senator, you've asked the
You're
question.
out of line.
Let him
man.
answer the
Actually, I haven't,
question.
and don't tell me I'm out
You
of line.
are out of line.
Don't tell me I'm out of line.
Well, you frame.
Don't tell me.
You
I'm
frame.
making a
You
statement.
frame the statement
You need
like
to
a
shut
tough
your
guy.
mouth
Yeah.
because you don't know
You're
what
gonna tell me to
talking
shut my
about.
mouth?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yes, I
Tough
did.
guy. I'm not
Senator,
afraid of physical.
You
Senator,
don't have
hold
to be,
it.
but don't sit there and tell me I'm out of line.
Senator, you made a
He's a
statement.
joke.
You asked the question.
I didn't ask a question.
You did it.
You did.
I answered the question.
You asked the question about how
Well, it
much
was
money you made.
rhetorical.
Let him answer.
It was a rhetorical
Well,
question,
you
sir.
may think it's rhetorical.
It was
Sounded to me
rhetorical.
like a question. Let him answer the question.
I'm not yielding my time to him. So if you're going to let me keep my time, that's fine.
You'll have your time. Let him. You ask
your
a question. He has
So-
a right to answer that.
As far as my salary goes, my salary, if you follow me around, I actually look at this building. I bet you I work more hours than you do. Twice as many hours.
That's impossible. But
No, that's true.
Sir, you don't even know what hard work is. You
Secondly,
wanna follow my schedule,
Secondly, I'll do it in
please
a
follow.
minute.
These people are real. These people are real. All right? Mark Wayne. We're going to let Mark Wayne walk all over us? All right, folks. All right. I wonder who this guy voted for. Not a drag queen, not a trans woman, not a librarian, not a non-binary elementary school teacher, a youth pastor, another youth pastor. Folks, it's absolutely hilarious and the peak of projection that the fascistic right-wing, weeb-obsessed, lolicon-obsessed right-wing, you only need to scratch the surface to know what I'm talking about. And if you have, you know what I'm talking about. These people are disgusting, vile. Go to their little 4chans. Go to their little subreddits. where they congregate and tell you who they are. They're winning. They're winning. The Tennessee House just passed a bill completely gutting marriage equality. Hey, morning good news. Killing it. The bill could allow county clerks to deny marriage licenses to same-sex, interfaith, or interracial couples in Tennessee. It's against my religion. How dare you make me do a job that's against my religion? You think these people are cool with the Muslim people that work at a grocery store and they're like, well, there's certain things that I can't touch, and and maybe Jewish people could start, hey, it's not halal. Sky's the limit here, right? I'm sure they have no problem with that stuff as well in Tennessee. This is what we're dealing with. Fascism is real. It's right in front of our face. Fascism is real. It's right in front of our face. They're doing it right. It's all this mundane shit. It's all this boring, check a box, pass a little local law. This is how it happens. Steve Bannon talks about it every single fucking day on Twitch, by the way. Congrats, Twitch. Love the Steve Bannon shit on Twitch. Didn't know that was even a thing. Love it. The restreams of Andrew Tate, killing it. You're killing it. With the fringe you embrace, I mean, this is just classic. The tweet I said, quoted Frankenstein. Not quote, but I did a little Frankenstein thing. But yeah, now Mitch McConnell's like, oh, geez, guys. Oh, maybe we shouldn't turn January 6th into a pro thing for the, it was a really bad thing. I was there. There was, this fucking ghoul, this fucking alchemist, this fucking, necromancer who pulled up the fucking dregs of humanity and stapled them together like a fucking mad scientist and relinquished his fucking monster upon the world is now complaining that he doesn't have control over it. This fucking beast. He's a beast. The destruction that he has wrought. This man is a historic politician. He is a nuclear weapon politically. And he used his power with abandon. Oh, and now I don't think full on fascism is a good idea, guys. We should have a layer of plausible deniability so that we have some sort of legitimacy. That shit's in the trash. You got Marjorie Taylor Greene being the temporary Speaker of the House today, folks. Ship's sinking. Turds swirling the fucking drain, guys. Come on, man. I need you in the streets. Not the people chatting. You guys are great. You guys have shown that you're interested. You're doing it. I'm talking to the motherfucking world, man. Hassan, please tell your audience to do something. Destiny. What's our destiny, Destiny? Vosh, come out of your kitty cave to please help us. The Serfs. Dylan Burns. Chud Logic. Where are you? I got banned, Epic Games, for insulting religion. Delicious milk. Biden hands the COVID response to the private market, endangering us all. This is an article by In These Times. So look, here's the thing. There was never a mask mandate, but private businesses did enforce a dress code that included masks for a small period of time. I'm perfectly okay with the current system of wear a mask if you feel comfortable. What we are seeing now, especially in New York with this clown, Eric Adams, I want to get his name right. With this clown, Eric Adams, we're seeing a direct assault on the usage of protective wear because it negatively harms business in some arbitrary way. We're just going to force you to go back to normal. We're literally going to make it illegal for you to wear a mask because, I don't know, crime or something. To be fair, the law says that if a place, you can put your mask back on. So I'm being a little asshole-ish here. But New York mayor says retailers must force shoppers to remove masks when entering stores to prevent crime. It's not about being fearful of a pandemic. No, it's about being fearful of your fellow man. New York Mayor Eric Adams has a clear message for retailers. If you want to prevent theft, don't allow shoppers to enter with face masks on. Since when does fucking cameras prevent theft? Right, Lenny? You're a safety expert over here. Wonderful YouTube channel, by the way. Accidents waiting to happen. Check it out on YouTube. Since when does camera prevent theft? Cameras didn't stop me from stealing from every fucking store I ever worked at. Tell you what, because look, you know who the people are stealing? The starving motherfuckers working for you. But let's be real. Theft in a bodega in New York is probably pretty high. Fear is the mind killer. Holy shit, Woke Patriot with the deep cut. Fear is the mind killer. In my opinion, private businesses should be able to do what they want at this point, but I think with some exceptions, masks are necessary outdoors and in vaxxed areas. Yeah, but are you going to come up to me and tell me I got to take my mask off if I'm uncomfortable being, or like if I just had a kid and, you know, I don't want to bring any kind of sickness back to my kid, let alone COVID. You know, he's not even he's just a couple months old. Not even month and a half. Right? Are you going to come up to me and say, hey, bro, take your mask off, bro? You're making me uncomfortable, bro. Is that what you're going to do, Epic Gains? I don't think so. You don't seem like an asshole. Well, Eric Adams, you know, wants to... Thank you, Woke Patriot. I didn't exactly know the source, but I knew the quote. Right? It's... Are you gonna trip if I'm wearing a mask at a baseball game? Are you going to have a serious problem with that? If you're sitting next to me and I got a mask on, right? You going to trip? You going to take pictures of me? Put me on social media? Look at the sheep! Really? I don't think you will. People do that shit, though. But you're allowed to put it back on. Okay, here's what he said. New York Mayor Eric Adams has a clear message for retailers. If you want to prevent theft, don't allow shoppers to enter with face masks on. Do not allow people to enter the store without taking off their face masks. Adams told a local radio station Monday. When you see these mask-wearing people, it's not about being fearful of the pandemic. They're fearful of the police catching them for their misdeeds. Everyone's a criminal. This guy sucks. Epic Gains, I'll chill the fuck out when the infection rates lower. And by the way, the infection rates are, humming along. Couple thousand a day, depending on where you live. It could be higher. Yeah, bodies are still piling up. So look, you can be uncomfortable. You can pretend that COVID doesn't exist. That's your right. Go ahead and catch COVID. That's your right. I haven't caught COVID yet. And there's a fucking reason. There's a fucking reason. It's not because I'm a cocky asshole. Okay? It's because when I get on the bus, I double up on the masks. When I get on the train, I double up on the masks. I'm still using my hand sanities. When I use elevators, when I use public restrooms and doors, right? I use a pin pad at an ATM. I get a little squirt on my hands, wipe it off. It's not the biggest deal in the fucking world. I haven't caught it yet. What's the fucking trick? What's the secret? I don't know. Maybe it's the fucking medical recommendations on how to avoid infectious diseases. Airborne infectious diseases. I'm not trying to be cocky here. I'm just saying. People want to just be like offended that I'm not ignoring COVID. You should just ignore COVID like the rest of us. God. It's happening, folks. It's still here. Still killing people. People still have long COVID. We don't know what the fuck long COVID is. It's not fear mongering. But look, I'm not telling you don't want to do that shit. You want to catch it? It's all you, bud. I know what I need to do to protect myself. Because I've survived this shit for what, 3 years now? My motherfucker's coming out of me out of bushes, coughing on me and shit. Take that! Adam said that stores need to be able to use technologies to identify those shoplifters and those who have committed serious crimes. But this guy just wants literally everybody to have, 24/7 Blade Runner, CCTV. Your image must be captured. But that face masks, an item that has become commonplace, albeit decreasingly so, due to the coronavirus pandemic, make it hard to do so. He added that once in the store, shoppers can feel free to wear face masks. Hey, what a gentleman. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, take your mask off, you fucking thief. Yeah, I'm gonna take your fucking picture. Yeah, hey, welcome to my fucking store. Hey, I'm gonna take your fucking picture. Yeah, yeah, well, go ahead and put your face mask back on. That's okay. I got your fucking picture right here. You steal from me, motherfucker. Adam's comments come as retailers have sounded the alarm about above average theft rates for months. Look, the theft rate is high because wages are low. Inflation is incredibly high. People are perfectly happy to pay for their goods and services. And what are they stealing from Bodega? Oh, hair dye? No, they're stealing food. They're stealing food, maybe razors so that they can shave for a job interview or who knows what. We should be asking ourselves, why are people so fucking desperate that they're stealing? Eric Adams, we gotta crack that rip. We gotta whip them. Take the fucking picture. Shows face, rob store anyway. I mean, since when has cameras stopped this shit? We've had cameras since the fucking 80s. Anyway, that's all the COVID shit I wanted to talk about. You get my point. Epic Games, look, you want to ignore COVID? That's cool, bro. It's all you, man. Hey, just don't get mad at me for doing what I feel is necessary to protect myself. I ain't trying to make you feel uncomfortable, right? I'm just doing what I can to protect me and my family. And I'm pretty sure conservatives, people on the right would agree with that mentality, right? No, fuck my kids. Whoa. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Whoa. I'm not offended at all. I get it. Well, there you go, Epic Games. That's why, the chat rules, man. Right? Bad actors don't stick around, do they? Bad actors don't stick around on my chat too long. I don't let them stick around. I call them the fuck out and they get the fuck out. Right? So we just got to keep it real, because keeping it real hurts. Hurts like a bitch, dude. Keeping it real in the Discord, it hurts a lot. I don't like to have these conversations either, but they need to be had. 2 of 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico are dead, according to a governor. So I don't know if you've seen recently, there was there was a Republican, I don't remember his fucking name, basically musing on, we should, and Fox News is also talking about this, we should bomb Mexico. I think there was a Geraldo Rivera clip about bombing Mexico. Yeah, I should, I got to show that. And if I'm going to talk about that, I really should have had that queued up. I really need to show that. See, I'll just type bombing Mexico and I'm sure it'll come right up. Wow. Fail. Hold on. Let me just type Mexico. See if we can find it here. Yeah, so CBC News has a thing on it, but like Fox, see if we can get a Fox clip. In 2 hours. Well, let's get one of their commentary. I don't want one of their news. I want one of their commentary. You know, because they just do regular boring ass news, right? They just show headlines and stuff. Oh, see, we're a real news. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We haven't shown Fox News on the channel in a long time. God, God, it's terrible. I torture my poor wife, and I'll throw on, One American News Network and Fox and stuff on the TV. Oh, it's horrendous. It's absolute fascism, dude. Mask off fascism. Right? And they squeak in little bits of truth here and there. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. All right, let's watch. This is gonna be great. Man, what is she wearing? Fucking Tweety Bird over here. Okay, let's get to it. Oh my God, look at this Joker. All right, stop. Let's watch. Stop. Let's watch. Stop.
Dramatic video shows the moment that those.
No, it was actually totally dramatic. Hopefully they don't show it. Shit, they do. Okay, let me get my censorship button here ready. Sorry, folks. I can't show you people getting gunned down. Twitch has standards.
4 Americans from South Carolina were kidnapped shortly after crossing into Mexico in what authorities have called a case of mistaken identity. We want to warn you that the video we are about to show you is graphic and disturbing. You can see men in bulletproof vests brandishing long guns, violently shoving the Americans into the back of a pickup. Ooh. A woman shoved into the flatbed while the bodies of 2 others appear limp and dragged in beside her. The minivan they
Ooh, dude, okay, I can't show that. I really can't show that. But yeah, it's been a while since I've seen footage like that. That's cartel shit right there. That's how they do it. Holy nutsack. Yeah, that is nasty. Nasty. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Oh, this gets bad. We get Bill Barr. Okay.
They were traveling in riddled with bullet holes. One of the windows shot out. Family members have identified the 4 as Latavia McGee, her cousin Shaeed Woodward, seen here, and their friend Zindel Brown.
So the last time I saw, it was Canadian. It was a Canadian, I believe, that it was this crazy fucking video. Maybe you saw it, but they were all just chilling at a cafe or something, and they were recording for a completely different reason. Cartel comes in, wastes this guy and this woman. Just shoots him dead right there and walks out calm as a cucumber, no problem. Right there and open in public in a broad daylight at a resort. And the reason why is that they were doing, some kind of business with the cartel, and he had apparently made a phone call to a cartel member like an hour previous, giving him shit and being cocky, something like that. It was something to that. No, I'm not saying that this is what's happening here, but I'm just saying that the last time I saw Westerners directly hit intentionally by the cartel, it was when these Canadians were doing business with the cartel for something or other. I don't know, who knows, some kind of products. I don't think it was drugs. It was like something mundane,
And Eric James Williams. We don't know which of the victims have been killed at this.
Man, these poor people, if they're still alive, the torture is just part of the MO of that procedure. So if you're getting face bagged and put in the back of a truck, and they're shooting the driver, killing a few of them and then taking a few hostage, these people are definitely getting tortured. That is horrific. It's horrific stuff. And look, we could talk about the cartel. We could talk about why the cartels exist. Illegal drugs. United States. All those weapons from the United States. We could talk about that. Fox News. Who wants to bet that Fox News isn't going to hint on any of the actual problems? Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet just off how off base they're going to be?
Time. Martha, again, we don't know who has been killed. We know, reportedly, according to the Associated Press, it was an individual going for a tummy tuck. And that individual's mother saying she got a call saying we're 15 minutes away from the procedure, and then she just never heard back.
Oh, maybe a robbery gone wrong? Oh, a tummy tuck in Mexico? Oof. Bad choice.
It's a terrifying story. It's indicative of what's going on at the border, how incredibly dangerous it is.
Why are these things happening at the border? What's their motivation?
It
Martha.
really makes you wonder. I think we're going to hear from Ned Price at the Department of State soon, whether or not he's going to say, you know, that they recommend that nobody go south of the border right now. I mean, you look at these other video that we have today of these chases that are.
That's a good solution. Just stop going to Mexico. I mean, honestly, that kind of leverage, if the United States did say, like, gave Mexico that big a hit on their tourism, that actually could be effective in negotiating.
Going on, human traffickers dragging people out. There's so much danger to human beings in this entire area. And what I'm looking for this afternoon, we're going to hear from the White House at 1:30, is, you know, what's the level of outrage coming from the White House over this? What are they going to say to the president of Mexico about how this will be dealt with? And, you know, Bill Barr, I know we have some sound from what he said. This is the larger picture. What is the role of U.S. Special Forces, of the Coast Guard, of American military? Because our people are being.
So that, I mean, okay, obviously that's the solution. Military, enforcement, bigger walls. Let's not look at, this is and by the way, this is 24/7 what all the other leftists do. So excuse me while I indulge myself in a little fun here at shooting fish in a barrel. Because pointing out their hypocrisy and pointing out how fucking ridiculous their solutions to the world's problems are is literally the easiest thing in the fucking world. Jon Stewart made a good career out of it. But it's like, that's their solution. Bigger guns, more brutality. You know, we should kidnap more of their kids.
Injured because of the fact that there's no control from the Mexican government over their own country. The cartels are running the entire country.
Who the fuck, the story? Who the fuck are you? You know jack shit about this whole. Get an expert. Get an expert. This is like asking my mom, bro. No offense to my mom, but come on, man. She's not an expert on Mexican-U.S. relations. Get a fucking person who knows what they're talking about.
And so what position does that put us in as a nation north of the border in terms of what we have to do to protect our own people?
Yeah,
Let's take a moment and listen to those remarks from former AG Bill Barr.
Kill them all.
Well, they are
Oh,
terrorists.
this ought to be great. Okay, so he's opening up with their terrorists, of course.
And listen to those remarks from former
Exactly,
AG Bill
Kim.
Barr. Here you go.
Well, they are terrorists. I think there's another hostage, and that's the Mexican government. The Mexican government is being held hostage by tens of thousands of paramilitary members of terrorist organizations that effectively control Mexico. It's pretty close at this stage to a failed narco state. The government has no will, and it doesn't have the ability to deal with the cartels. And they are.
I don't disagree with that assessment, though. The Mexican government, you know, has given us a few token, you know, El Chapo and his son. But quite frankly, yeah, no, the cartels are firmly in power.
Are sitting next door, producing mountains of poisonous drugs and killing over 100,000 Americans a year.
They're using American weapons to do their dirty work, though.
So we are sustaining the same damage as we would in a major war.
Oh, come on, you fucking charlatan.
From these groups operating right beyond our reach.
Emily, he went on to say that they should be.
You fucking charlatan. It's a war. Okay, bud. All right, that's enough. You get the point. That's the big controversy right now is the fascists being like, well, we should just bomb Mexico. Like one fascist said it, and he's actually gone silent. He hasn't, all the haters. He's letting the liberals get triggered. A little update on Cop City. If you don't know what Cop City is, it's this massive, sprawling training ground being built. Was this in LA? Oh, Atlanta. It's this big ass compound to make more militarized police. And, some brave activists have been pointing it out. And thank you, Lenny. Some brave activists have been protesting it, pointing it out, letting the world know that we got a serious problem here. That, you know, and just like we saw on Fox News, this is their mentality. Let's not look into the sources of inequality. Let's not look into the sources of crime. Let's not try to find a solution. Let's stick a gun in someone's mouth and pull the trigger like Dirty Harry. Yeah! Real quick, I won't read this whole article. A legal observer with the National Lawyers Guild was arrested and charged with domestic terrorism. Now they're doing terrorism stuff. And this is Joe Biden, by the way. Feels like Trump, doesn't it? Feels all Trumpy in here. With domestic terrorism while monitoring a Sunday night demonstration against an Atlantic, but really this is local Atlanta police, which is, you know, right wing probably. You know, what was it, Atlanta, Georgia? Yeah, Georgia, super right wing. Yeah. With domestic terrorism while monitoring a Sunday night demonstration against an Atlanta police training facility that opponents have dubbed Cop City. Cop City! Cop City! Thomas Jurgens is an attorney with Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC, civil rights group, confirmed on Monday. Jurgens, no relation to the lotion magnate, also works, maybe there is a relation, he's a lawyer, works with the National Lawyers Guild, which monitors protests. Jurgens was acting as a legal observer at the time of his arrest in Atlanta. The NLG said in a statement, he is one of more than 40 people charged with domestic terrorism in connection to protests against Cop City, raising concerns from civil liberties advocates. Quote, an employee at the SPLC was arrested while acting and identifying as a legal observer on behalf of the National Lawyers Guild and the SPLC, said in a statement. The employee is an experienced legal observer, and their arrest is not evidence of any crime, but of heavy-handed law enforcement intervention against protesters. Please help save my beautifully skinned friend. They left that part out. Listen to this. If you don't know what Cop City is, the proposed police training facility, a 90 million, 85 acre, woo, baby, woo, 85 acre project on the current site of an Atlanta forest has been the subject of long-running opposition from environmentalists, racial justice activists, and religious leaders. Tensions escalated at the proposed construction site in late 2022 when police began a series of arrests on domestic terrorism charges, even though many of the defendants are not accused of any illegal activity beyond misdemeanor trespassing, Grist reported at the time. The fuck is grist? I'm sorry, I thought grist is something that happens in a pan when you've cooked it too much. Kind of like it. I'm going to admit. I kind of like their format is sexy as shit, dude. This is hot. I can read this. Oh, this is hot shit. All right. Now, please tell me that grist is fucking owned by the Saudi Arabians or some shit. Anyway, so that's your Cop City update. Oh, it's that time, folks. It's that time. Everyone's favorite fucking time. Hold on here. Let's get her going. It's everyone's favorite time. Mass shooting update. How many killed today? Let's find out in the USA. We have 119 U.S. mass shootings in 2023. I think that's more shootings than days. 5,254 mass shootings since 2013. And 2 whole days since the last mass shooting. We're slipping up. Slipping up, folks. Slipping up. 2 days. It's starting to feel a little peaceful in here. Anyway, in Memphis, Tennessee, we got 2 dead with 2 injured domestic victims. Police referred to incident as an isolated case of domestic violence. Gunman unidentified. Well, let's hope that gun was legal. Over there in Sacramento, California, 2 dead and 2 injured. Gunman unknown. Keep running. In Bolingbrook, Illinois, 3 dead with 1 injured. Domestic plus juvenile victims. Ooh, kids. 2 sisters ages 9 and 17 and their father killed. Another woman wounded. The older girl was the gunman's ex-girlfriend. Gunman unidentified, 17-year-old male. Let's hope that gun was legal. Fish Lake Township, Minnesota, 4 dead. Preliminary. Gunman unidentified. Suspect found dead, possibly from self-inflicted gunshot. Hope that gun was legal. Over there in Los Angeles, California, 4 injured, juvenile victims, 2 girls, ages 15 and 16 wounded. Gunman unknown. Hey, but they survived, so, you know. That's your mass shooting update here in America. Only on the News Underground, making sure that everyone understands that this is totally normal and it's going to keep happening. Thank you so much, Barack Obama, for doing nothing after Sandy Hook. Thank you so much. One more U.S. update here. I just wanted to show you if you wanted something to change. I don't know why you would. But if you wanted something to change, let me show you how to do this. And I don't mean to be cocky, and I'm sorry. Because I know you can smell them from here. But this is how you do it. It's the only thing that's ever worked, and it's the only thing that will ever work as long as we have an undemocratic system. Okay. This was in France, and they're protesting. In America, this would be on the bar. This would happen in 5 seconds, and people wouldn't even take a shit. They wouldn't fucking care. In France, they see every encroachment against, the things that are owed to them as an assault against their liberty, and so they should, because they see the authoritarianism. They see the oligarchy in full control in some really large places. They understand, the French. They understand that if you give the oligarchy an inch, they're taking a mile. They'll take a fucking acre. Is that more than a mile? I'm smart. All right, moving on. We will be getting to Ukraine news before I have to shut the stream down in 2 hours. So I'm going to try to squeeze in as much news as I can. Whatever news I don't get to, what I ever have to skip, I'm going to be doing later tonight when I'm watching the kid. We're going to be doing some late night streams because I'm on maternity leave. I'm watching the kid. I gotta do something. I'm back, baby. I'm back on Twitch, baby. Gotta get on that grind, baby. Oh, please, like. Please give me a parasocial relationship, please. All right, so we're moving on here from the U.S. We're going to, by the way, Nina Turner. Look, I know you're working for TYT. It's pretty shitty. We do have one TYT update. Been watching Denny for updates. Thank you. I don't have Denny queued up, but I do have the Ukraine reporting from Ukraine. So hopefully they have a new one by the time we get to him here. In about an hour, we'll be getting to the Ukraine news. So let's go ahead and move on. I still like you, Nina Turner. I'd vote for you still. What I was trying to get at there. I want to hear Pootie. All right, moving on to Haiti. Let's see here, current subject. Change. Haiti. Oh, is it Haiti? Yeah, see, I'm a smart guy. Democracy is dead. How gang violence has paralyzed Haiti. So I was planning on doing a Haiti update a month ago, and let's just say things haven't improved in that month's time.
Haiti is living